Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're customizing the Dundreary Landstalker in GTA Online. This is the original Landstalker, not the XL. So anyway, let's hop right into this thing. There's definitely a big difference between this one and the new one, as you guys are going to see in a minute here. I've customized one of these before a long time ago, so I can't really remember a whole lot, but we're going to figure everything out right now. So starting off with the armor, we're going to go 100% on that. Brakes as well. For the bumpers, we have a custom front splitter that we can add onto this thing, which we will do. Engine all the way up, of course. Exhaust, we can change the exhaust a little bit to a chrome tip exhaust or leave it stock. We're going to go chrome tip. A little bit cleaner, a little bit more of a rounded look to the exhaust, so I like it. So we're going to go for that. Alright, for the headlights, we're going to go xenon, of course. For the plate, we're going to go yellow and black. Respray, let's do black. Just because it's a pretty general color. I don't know what color would look good on this thing. I feel like black kind of suits it though. For the roof, we can add a roof rack. We will do. For the side, we can add a side step. Yeah, might as well do that too. Suspension, we could lower it all the way down. It's already pretty low though, so I think I'm actually going to leave it stock. For the transmission, we can go with a race transmission. Turbo as well. And for the wheels, I want to go with some sport wheels. I think we're going to go with perhaps the Mercy. They kind of look too big on it. What about with the street rims? The Mercy Concave is a good option usually. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I like the fitment of the wheels too. It lines up a little bit better with that body line, so I think it looks pretty clean. For the tires, we could add a custom design, but I don't think we're going to. For the enhancements, though, we will do bulletproof tires. I'm not going to put smoke on it. And for the windows, let's tint those all the way out. So as you guys can see, looks pretty good. I mean, it's old. You can tell it's like an early 2000s Ford Explorer, Ford Expedition. One of the two. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. We're going to give it a little review though. We're going to give it a sound test, and we'll see how it does, I guess. What we think of it. Starting off with the sound test right now. Sounds pretty weak. Not a huge fan of it, but I mean, it is an SUV, and an old SUV at that, so not really expecting a whole lot from it. Let's test out if this thing's all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive. I have a feeling it's all, but oh, it's only rear. Interesting. Okay, cool. Oh no, it is all-wheel drive. It is all-wheel drive. Okay, cool. Now, let's take it. Let's do some handling tests, some acceleration tests, and some speed as well. So the acceleration definitely could be better. It could be a lot worse though. Vehicles like the Winky definitely would be a lot slower than this thing. Even a lot of other SUVs that you can get, I would assume would also be a lot slower than this. It actually feels pretty fast with all the upgrades on it. And honestly, not really any complaints about the speed of it. It is an SUV, and it is a pretty big SUV at that, so can't really complain about it too much. If it was a lot faster, the handling probably wouldn't be able to keep up. With that being said, though, the handling is actually pretty good. I would say that is probably the best feature of the vehicle. For a large SUV like this, the handling is really good, especially on stock suspension. It's not really giving me any grief here. It's kind of hard to get it to spin out, and even if it does spin out like you guys just saw, it's very easy to control. So that's interesting. Let's see how it does on this section here. Okay. Kind of almost stepped out on me there, but it didn't. Yeah, no issues at all with the handling. I mean, obviously it's not going as fast as some other cars, so it's not going to spin out as easily, but you know, what it is, it handles well. That's what I'm going to say. The top speed, I have a feeling, is not very good on this thing. I mean, it is an SUV, but even by SUV standards, the top speed is not very good. The acceleration is not that great, after all. Not that you would expect it to be, you know, insanely fast, but it is pretty good. But the top speed is pretty average, I would say, probably a little bit below average even. But that's not to say that it's a terrible vehicle. For something you can get off the street for free, I would say it's pretty sick, especially when you know, if you black it out like I've done. I think it looks pretty decent. I have no real complaints about the looks of it. Obviously, we have the Landstalker XL now, which I feel like is a much better looking vehicle, but it is also a hugely more expensive vehicle. So you have to keep that in mind, you know, when you're considering if you want to buy this or that, or steal this, or buy the Landstalker XL. Because of course you can get this thing for free. So anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for the customization and the review. It's a pretty good car. I'd say if you want to get one, get one. Why not? Probably about 150 grand to upgrade it, and you probably won't regret it. It's a pretty solid SUV, I would say. So yeah. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, take care. Peace.